Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome back to Dream Daddy. I forgot how much this song is just so perfect. Let's load our game. Okay, so, if I remember correctly, last time, we just came back from the Coffee Spoon, which is Matt's coffee shop. We've met 4 of 7 dads. We've seen Robert, but we haven't met him. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go going forward. I don't remember. It's been such a long time since I've watched people play it that I just don't remember anymore. Too bad we're gonna put my stuff right back in these boxes in a few months. I don't remember what voice I gave her. I'm just gonna give everyone new voices. No, don't say that.
Huh?
Aw, Dad. It's gonna be okay. I'll be fine. I know. It's just... you're my little girl. It's gonna be weird not having you around.
Huh.
I'll come visit, and I'll text you every day, and I'll take lots of pictures. I mean, obviously, I'm a photography major. You promise?
Oh.
Of course. Are you gonna be okay on your lonesome? Oh, come on. I'll be fine. I'll get a dog or something.
Yeah.
A dog?
Yes.
Forget art school. I'll stay for the dog. Dude, is that what it's gonna take? Medium-sized dog, handkerchief around the neck. I get to name it. That's what it'll cost for me to give up on my dreams. I'm a woman of simple wants and needs. Well, a dog is a lot cheaper than college. Actually, I don't know about that. In the long term. I reckon no. Dogs are deceptively expensive. Especially big ones. Suddenly, a pile of envelopes slides through the mail slot. Speaking of college... Amanda darts over to the envelopes and shuffles through them. She pulls one out and throws the rest back on the floor. This is from McGowan College of Art and Design. Open it. But I'm scared. It's just an envelope. Yeah, it's just like my entire future. Not a big deal. She takes a deep breath and rips open the letter with her teeth. We have a letter opener, but okay. I hold my breath while Amanda's eyes dart back and forth, scanning the letter. What does it say? The admissions committee has reviewed your application, blah blah blah. Yeah, her face drops. Regret to inform you that we are unable to offer you admission to McGowan College of Art and Design. Amanda throws the letter on the coffee table. Oh, sweetie. It's okay. I kinda saw it coming. I knew I shouldn't have put that experimental stuff in my portfolio. Their admissions officer told me they just want to see portraits or whatever. I pull Amanda in for a big hug. Aww. You're an amazing photographer. I know how much work you put into your portfolio. Some other school is going to want to snatch you up for sure.
Huh?
Yeah, I know. It's fine. Are you actually fine, or are you just saying that? I'm fine, really. Her face is the opposite, but I probably shouldn't push her on this.
Huh.
Oh, and before I forget, Emma R and Emma P are sleeping over tonight.
Ugh.
So... ugh. She says, you need me out of the way because I'm painfully uncool. I would choose more delicate phrasing, but yes. Well, I'll have you know that I can... well, I'll have you know that I conveniently already have plans for tonight. So you'll have the new place to yourself. Yeah? What are your plans? Quick, think of plans. I'm secretly the mayor of this town. I gotta attend the union meeting. I'm going clubbing. Why would I say any of these things? None of these things are ones that I would... I'm going clubbing. I'm gonna put on a nice outfit and go tear it up on the dance floor. All the hottest dance moves. The lawnmower, the sprinkler, the running man. You know, the ones all the kids these days are doing. What, the kids of the 80s? Those aren't moves. Those aren't fresh moves. Alright, but I'm not gonna come pick you up if you pull anything this time. Not again. I'm just kidding, actually. I'm actually going to go to bed, go out and watch the game. I mean, I'm no sports person. I want to go to bed. Go out and watch the game? Nice. Which game? You know, the game. The one that's on tonight? The game, on TV. And somewhere other than here. Okay, cool. While you do that, I'm gonna go... While you do that, I'm gonna do drugs and commit some light arson with the Emmas. I'm concerned you're hanging with the wrong crowd. Amanda shrugs. I would have expected you guys to be up to white-collar crime at this point. Maybe money laundering at the least. I'm a street rat, Pops. You're kidding about doing drugs and crime, right? Yes, Dad. Just making sure. I give her a pat on the head. Have fun with your sports. Are you being sarcastic?
Dad.
No, making fun of sports is played out. Alright then. I do some light cleaning around the house and decide to clear out right before Amanda's friends arrive. Before I leave, Amanda stops me. Hey, don't forget that you have that meeting with my English teacher tomorrow. Oh, right, Mr. Vega. Yep, totally remembered. I'll be there. Dad tip 31, you're young. You have your health. Now is the time to take risks. So that you lose your health, and then you won't be young anymore. Wow, I guess I really didn't think this plan through. I'm not entirely sure where the closest bar is, and Amanda still hasn't shown me how to use the GPS on my phone. I'm not that old. To be fair, I think the Rorius in this world is probably, you know, in his 30s. Or at least late 20s, at the very least. No, probably 30s, because Amanda's in her teens. So I'm just going to pick a random direction. Sorry. So I'm just going to pick a direction and walk in it. Let's go this way. Cool, okay, we're marching. We're marching in the direction of the game. Any game, really. In the distance, could it be? Jim and Kim's. A big burned out neon sign hangs above a tiny dive bar. Jim and Kim's, huh? Alrighty, it'll do. I don't know. I don't know if I would go into a dive bar. I don't think I'd go into a bar with the intention of watching a game. The bar is small and dimly lit. The crack of pool balls sounds in the back as patrons laugh and joke. A string of multicolored Christmas lights hover above the bartender. I can't tell if he's Jim or Kim. I pull up a seat at the bar. What'll it be? One beer, please. Sure thing, boss. The bartender slides me an ice-cold beer. I take a sip and enjoy the refreshing taste. These are not thoughts that I would have. Ugh, I'd be drinking and be going like, ugh, it's beer. I'll just drink it. Say, are you Jim or Kim? I'm Neil. Oh. I awkwardly turn my attention to the game, which is playing on one of the TVs on the wall. As luck would have it, my team of preference is not only playing, but is currently in the lead, which is always a good thing. The brightly coloured mascot, which is some kind of animal, does cartwheels. I silently cheer on my favourite team, hoping that I don't get into any confrontational arguments with a fan of the opposing team. Several people in this bar are wearing the distinctive colours of the team I dislike, although I believe from their demeanour that, like me, the passion for their team is all in good fun.
Hey.
A middle-aged woman holding a nearly empty wine glass slides up to the bar and sits uncomfortably close to me. Hey, sailor. Oh, hello. Good to see fresh meat in here. How do I do a sultry woman's voice? Good to see some... I can only do a male voice. I'm terrible at female voice. Good to see some fresh meat in here. I'm Mary. Come here often? No, I actually just moved to this part of town today. I'm Rorius, by the way. Are you watching the game? Yeah, my preferred team is in the lead. If they keep this up, they'll win the game with ease. Oh, I love that team. And also I love that game. I love someone who knows their way around balls. Just wow. I'm getting the impression that she's a little drunk. Okay. Buy a gal a drink. Do I buy her a drink? Sure. I almost reluctantly signal the bartender and order Mary another glass of wine. Neil jokes back and forth with Mary. They're clearly friends, and this clearly isn't her first time doing this. She tips her glass at me. Suppose I gotta keep you company now.
Hey.
So, what do you want to know? What's your deal? What do you think of the game, or what's the latest gossip around here? I really want to say what's your deal, but I feel bad for saying that, so what's the latest gossip around here? You came to the right broad. I'm an observer. I watch people. I see everything, know everyone. Nothing gets past me. So...
Give it a rest, buddy.
Give it a rest, buddy. So what? I thought you were gonna...
Ah.
I forgot what we were talking about. About the gossip? You said nothing gets past you. Oh, right. I'm also a steel trap. Confidential to a fault. Okay. So what else can you tell me about this part of town? It's quiet, that's for sure. If you want an idyllic little life with white picket fences, this is the place to do it. But every town has its secrets, you know. She takes a sip of her drink. That was a little too ominous for my taste. She leans closer. Would you like to learn some of my secrets? Oh boy. Maybe some other time. Suit yourself, sailor. Mary saunters off, setting her sights on the newest bar patron to enter. I happily watch the game over another beer. The game has gotten close in terms of points. A little too close than I'm comfortable with. After a particularly skilled player scores a number of points for the other team, putting them in the lead, I hear an affirmative grunt from another man at the bar. Go team. What's his voice? I knew who it was. I'm like, what voice do I give Robert? It's the brooding man from the Coffee Spoon. He sits alone, sipping whiskey and watching the game as well. Enjoying the game? I am, now that we're winning. That's not his voice at all, but whatever. I just wanted to add rasp, because he's like a gruff. So... Oh, we must be rooting for different teams. In my opinion, my team is far superior. I have to disagree with that, based upon our win-loss record. I'd say that my team is superior. That's where you're wrong. Since as it stands right now, my team is beating yours. This conversation ends there. The conversation ends there, and we both go back to silently rooting for our respective teams. The game is close, with both sides playing their hardest to win. But in the end, my team prevails. Quiet cheers ripple throughout the bar. I raise a respectful glass at the man drinking whiskey. He raises his in response. An unspoken truce is formed between us based on mutual love for the game. He motions to the bartender, who pours 2 glasses of whiskey. The man slides one over to me. I'm gonna keep changing his voice until I'm happy with it. The name's Robert. Thanks, I'm Rorius. Hey. It's, Dan. It's Dan Avidan from Game Grumps. But I'm not gonna mimic his voice at all. In my mind, Robert has a different voice to that. You must be new around here. Mary already hit on you? Yeah. It's weird, because when I first saw this character, I didn't hear Dan's voice with this character. I think the person I was watching had just the sound on silent. I didn't hear any of the voices for the characters, so I made up my own voice for Robert. Hearing Dan's voice on Robert's face is weird. She's a peach. Well, you picked the best bar in town. As slimy as it is, you'll never find a better spot than Jim and Kim's. Is there actually a Jim or a Kim that runs this place? No, that'd be Neil. Neil waves from across the bar. Good guy, Neil. Not enough Neils in this world. Okay. You a whiskey fella or a beer fella? Beer, but I'll drink most things. You like shots? Ooh, shots fired. I don't like them. Let's save it. I like shots. Thank you. Wait. What happens if I load? What happens if I load? It's gonna see what happens if I choose one of the other ones. Okay. So yeah, I should say... I should say that I love them and not just that I like them. This game has a glitch that if you load while playing, the music stops. I have to go to the title, hit continue, load from here, and then it loads the music back. So, I love shots. Thank God. Robert nods to Neil, who serves up 2 shots of whiskey. He hands one to me. Here's to your health. We take the shots. The whiskey burns going down, but I try my hardest to look tough. Wait, I think this is what making friends is. Okay, Rorius, this guy's out of my friend league, but I think if I play my cards right, we'll be pals in no time. Compliment his cool leather jacket, compliment his rugged good looks, or compliment his hand tattoo. Saving it. Hand tattoo? I like your tattoo. What does it mean? Oh. No. Robert isn't normally the kind of guy that I would hang out with, and because of that, I find him really hard to read, like, what way he's gonna think about things. Compliment his rugged good looks. Your face is good. Thanks. Wait, I think this is what flirting is. Man, this guy is mysterious and cool. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signals to the bartender for another round. What are you doing here tonight? My daughter kicked me out of the house, or running from my problems, trying to make friends. The thing I imagine he wants to hear is that I'm running from my problems. Pretty sure he wants me to say running from my problems. The usual. Yo, I like your style. He gets up. Be right back. Got a powder my nose. Never seen Robert this... Oh, right. Never seen Robert this talkative. He must like you. I'm giving Neil the most unattractive voice. I guess so. I gotta admit that Robert has a gruff charm to him. If a guy like that thinks I'm cool, then I really must be. Robert comes back from the bathroom and grabs his leather jacket. I'm gonna go home. You heading my way? Yeah, and once again, like everyone that I meet, he's on the same block as me, living on the same cul-de-sac. Robert and I leave the bar and find ourselves walking in the same direction. I live in this cul-de-sac down the way. Does everybody live there? Me too. We just finished unpacking today. Great place to be. Good neighbors. Well, some of them. Who's that? We get to Robert's house, which is just a few houses away from mine. We stop and he turns to me. I don't kiss and tell, Rorius. So are we doing this or what? What? You know, do you want to come inside or not? A wave of realization rushes over me. I blush. I know for a fact that if you go through with... I feel like this is a really... To get Robert to actually like you, there's such a minefield you have to weave. I feel like... Smile and nod? Let's do it. You have to start going into this, but then you have to leave. You can't have sex with him. I follow him up to the door. He fumbles with his keys for a second and unlocks the door, leading me inside. The moment the door closes behind us, he pushes me up against the wall and kisses me, grabbing my hips. Come on. Robert takes my hand and leads me up the stairs and into what I assume is his bedroom. But it's so dark that I can't see anything but Robert's intense expression. He kisses me again, and I can hear him shucking off his jacket. I clumsily take mine off too. His hands roam down my chest and suddenly he's tugging at my belt. I don't normally do this. Do you want to stop? Yes. Actually, I should probably get going. Robert steps back. Alright. I think I'm gonna head home, sorry. Nah, it's cool. Yeah. Apparently, if you go through with that on the first date, Robert doesn't respect you, so you can never be real good friends with him anymore. Such a minefield. Like, there are other characters who are so much easier to befriend in this game than Robert. Robert's such a tough person to get comfortable with. I head home, my head still spinning from the anxiety of turning Robert down. The side of the couch helps me compartmentalize, though, and before I know it, I'm having dreams about my teeth falling out. I've had that, I hate it. The solo kid... Oh, never mind, I guess. Dreams where your teeth are falling out are horrific. It's borderline a phobia of mine at this point, that I'll suddenly have teeth in my mouth. And when I say teeth in my mouth, I mean like loose teeth, like sliding around in my mouth. Ugh. I wake up to a text from an unknown number. Rise and shine, early bird. Still want to hang out? This is Craig, by the way. I'm trying to give him like the cliche jock college student. Holy crap, it's 6 AM. Who does 6 AM anymore? Without realizing it, I drift back to sleep. Oops, I must have winked back out. I check my phone again. Hey, bud. Still want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track. Hit me up. God, the last thing I want to do right now is work out. But it is Craig. I do want to catch up. Fine. I really should go to a gym. Hey, my man. I need a few minutes to wake up, but let's meet in 20? After a few seconds, another text comes in. Sure thing. Meet me at the gym. I feel like that was not the voice I gave him last time. I stretch and my bones creak. I gotta stop falling asleep on the couch. I throw off my blanket and... Hey, wait, I don't remember falling asleep with a blanket. Amanda must have tucked me in after I fell asleep. Bless that child. I reluctantly brush my teeth, throw on the only clothes I own that are even kind of gym appropriate, and head out. I have no gym appropriate clothing. The neighborhood is quiet and serene this early in the morning. Birds chirp and the grass is still wet with dew. Surprisingly, the gym is pretty crowded. I spot Craig standing out front, stretching, of course. Oh, sorry, stretching, of course. He spots me and waves enthusiastically. Oh. Hey, bro, good morning. Hey, good to see you, man. I'm definitely not as pumped as he is. Maybe I should have had some coffee before I left. You ready to kick some butt? Gotta stay posy, dude. With your help, I am. Help! With your help, I am. I get the feeling this is gonna be less of me kicking butt and more the gym kicking my butt. But I can handle it with you here. Dude, bro. That means a lot. Bro! We head into the gym and I'm immediately intimidated. All of these people look like they could break me in half. And it seems like Craig is friends with all of them. He high-fives and finger guns all of the cool jocks in the room. Hence why I'm giving him cool jock voice, you know? Cool jock voice. They look like they could and would steal my lunch money to spend on protein shakes. Come on, bud, let's warm up. We head over to the treadmills and start walking. Okay, I can walk. Walking is good. This is a decent place to be, walking. So, I know we're on treadmills. Oh. Yes. And those over there are ellipticals. Very good. What is all this other stuff? Yeah. Hey. They might look a little scary, but I guarantee all of them serve a specific purpose for building muscle mass. I watch as a dude in a muscle tee flexes a muscle I didn't know existed on a machine I think was once used to process grain into flour. What is that? Why is that guy doing that to himself? Nice. That's a good question, bro. What do you think he's doing? Training to crush people's skulls with his thighs, using a medieval torture device, or praying to some sort of pain god? I don't know if this one matters. Praying to some sort of pain god. It's like a religious self-flagellation meant to atone for one's sins. You're actually not far off the truth. Oh no, Craig is turning up the speed. I better do the same. How long have you been doing the buff thing? A couple of years. What do you do when you're not dadding or working or buffing? Oh, I coach my twins' softball team. That still counts as both dadding and buffing. I keep busy. What do you do for fun? I love learning. I try to live my life as close to the Jimmy Buffett song as possible. I check out my hot bod. Ah, he's the guy who wrote the song Margaritaville. Drunken Caribbean rock and roll. I see. I honestly do like learning. Like, if I could afford it, I would stay at university longer. I would take more papers at university. I love learning. I try to educate myself about the world around me. I'm like a sponge for knowledge, soaking up all the intellectual content, you know? History, the paranormal, wilderness survival, aliens, just listing TV show stuff. Mostly those things. So you watch the History Channel too, huh? Yes. Oh, what the? So for some reason he loved that. We're jogging now. Oh god, we're jogging now. I look over to Craig, who hasn't even broken a sweat. How is he doing this so effortlessly? I'm dying. I can feel my life force draining through every orifice of my body. I get that. I get that. I understand that feeling. Hey, remember when my fish died in college? No. I don't like the story. Oh my god, is he really bumping the speed up again? I guess I'm gonna do it too. Oh, this is fast. This is very fast. And we were at that party, and you vowed to make me feel better. You told me to create a distraction, so of course I do a sick keg stand and get everyone cheering. And then I try to steal a fish from a fish tank at the party in my bare hands and like an idiot. Hey. And then you drop the fish and it's flopping around and you panic, so you run up to me post keg stand with a dying dirty fish in your hands that you scooped off the ground, and you're yelling at me and we have to leave. Hey. So we're running out of a frat party with a fish and trying to give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. And we get him home and get him into a bowl of water, but the prognosis was grim. And the next day he's alive and well. Hey. They never did catch the great fish thieves of Grand Ridge U. And they never will. I'm hyperventilating from all the breathing I'm doing in the text. I'm gonna take a drink. Oh. I shoot off the end of the treadmill and crash into the wall. Jesus, that hurts. Dude, bro, you okay? Craig offers me a hand and looks me over for injuries. I'm fantastic. I managed to stand up and rub my back. Doesn't hurt now, but I'm sure it will later.
Oh.
Ooh. You don't have to push yourself like that. Always know your limits. Well, I think I might call out Gym Adventure here. You sure? Oh. Yeah. Alright, well, here. I brought you this. Craig hands me a shaker bottle full of thick green liquid. I stare at it with what must be an apparent distaste. It's a protein shake, bro. Oh, thank you. He wants me to drink it. Oh boy, here goes. I take a small sip. It's actually delicious. Wow, this is really good.
Hey!
And good for you. It's my special recipe. I'm pretty proud of it.
Dude!
Dude! Let me know if you ever want to work out again. Maybe we can try running around the neighborhood, if treadmills aren't your speed. No pun intended, bro. Wow. Good one. Well, I'm gonna go put some ice on this everything. I'll see you around. I leave the gym feeling ashamed. Craig used to order delivery from the pizza place across the street from our dorm, and now he can run circles around me, literally. Oh, order delivery from the pizza place across the street. Yeah. Man, I really gotta work out on this dad bod. I have a little bit more than a dad bod. It's not a... If you look at even just my character in the game, it's a little more than a dad bod. I get home and lie down on the couch. It hurts to move. Oh god, I'm so cold. Go into the fetal position and just shut down. Oh no, I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? Shoot, it's 3:55. I'm supposed to be at Amanda's school in 5 minutes. I frantically put on some clothes, some clean clothes, apply a generous amount of deodorant, and run out the door. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and I'm relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing in this... I spot a youth! Hey you, youth! Standing in his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? I know who this is. The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Mr. Ho? Mr. Vega. I don't know. Have you tried the exit? Wise guy. Okay, wise guy. Are you gonna help me or not? Ah, fine. Up those stairs and to the left. You can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple of minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low-rent Gerard Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind, when suddenly a head pops out of a classroom next to his locker.
Oh.
Lucian, don't you have a third period to get to? I sat there for a moment like, what the hell voice do I give? All the voices are blending together, all blurring together. They're all not different enough to... Oh dear. Fine, Mr. Vega.
Oh.
Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool.
Oh.
You must be Rorius. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? So I was early, I guess? Sort of? Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small student desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. Alright, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Yes, Colin? Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter. Alright, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield. Oh my god. The character from Catcher in the Rye totally does have the same surname as Max Caulfield from Life is Strange. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of period rings. I'm sorry, Mr. Vega. All of the students immediately get up and make break for the door.
What?
What? Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 of your textbook. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers? Both, you know. Budget cuts. Right.
Oh.
Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega.
Oh.
Please, call me Hugo. It's weird. The faces don't match the voices in my head. Like, when I see this person, I don't imagine the voice that they've put on the little, huh? Or, ugh. I think that's the case for a few of the characters, even the characters voiced by people I really like. I think the one that's like the most perfect is Craig. Craig being voiced by Nathan Sharp, YouTuber. This is like super accurate in my head. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but I'm sure you know Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk this up to senioritis, but... This is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hasn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong.
I don't know.
I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? We just moved. She's fine. She has a tendency to bottle things up. We just moved? Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal, and would appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road...
Oh, no.
I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on her scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo.
Hey!
Anytime. On my way out, I stop. Thinking for a moment, I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo?
Hmm?
Yeah? They ever catch that rye?
Ah!
He liked that. Although that's just a forced like this. You don't have an option there. Yes. That's silly. It's a catcher in the rye, not catcher of the rye. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force of positivity in my life, especially after we lost her father. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Baker and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time? It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. Let's go to the mall food court. Does that sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Why the mall? Geez, can't a dad take his daughter to the mall? Will you buy me things? I'll buy you a thing. Singular. Sounds like a deal to me.
Oh.
We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. And that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay, I say again. But also, sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective, because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I've never heard of senioritis before. What is this? I thought you liked Mr. Vegas's class. It's fine, he's fine. We pull up to a stop sign. I Amanda. She's still texting. Just, I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything.
Aww.
Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? I don't think you'll get it. Okay. Who you texting? That's such a dad thing to say. Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? No. Dad. Ugh. I can't believe you would... Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you... Ugh. Gross. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay, okay. Jeez. This is going well. And it's so clear. When someone responds like that, it's so clear that that is actually the case. It's clear that she is interested. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. To the mall, then. Okay. I'm gonna leave this episode here. I'll save it right here. And we'll pick this up next time. So, we saw another dad. Well, actually, we saw two dads. We saw, firstly, Robert. He advanced very heavily onto us, and then we rejected him. And then we met Hugo, which is Amanda's teacher. But they're all potential dads to date. So, we'll probably, I think, in the mall. The reason I wanted to go to the mall, or the reason I decided we'd go to the mall, firstly is that I'm lazy. If I was a parent, I would so just be like, ugh, let's just go to the mall and eat something there. But also, Damien is here. Damien is another character we can potentially date, fall in love with, whatever. So, until next time, if you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. Yeah, Damien is the last dad we haven't yet met. I really like Damien's personality. Like, he likes what he likes, and he's true to himself, and I do appreciate that. But we'll find all that out next time. Thank you so much for watching, and as always,